Hey Justin, how are you, my friend? My name is Jeff Yalden. I'm coming here off the cuff. This is not a pre-recorded talk. I'm just, my friend, I'm going to share my heart with your heart. I spoke in your school community not too long ago. Spent the whole day there. I know you weren't in school, and I had some people tell me about you, and people are concerned about you, and I'm sorry that our paths didn't cross. I did meet your dad, and what's prompting this video is your dad reached out to me asking for my advice. So I want to be very upfront and forthcoming and transparent with you right from the beginning. I spoke to your dad, and I had a great conversation. And so I said to him, I said, let me just see what I can do. And so Justin, I'm going to share with you some words from my heart, not from a professional counselor's point of view. This is man to man. This is significant adult to young adult. I know you're a smart man. I know you're a very talented and strong young man. My friend, I wish that there was a way that what I'm feeling in my heart that you could truly hear. And I'm going to tell you something, Justin, whether you choose to listen or you choose not to right now, it's totally up to you. But my friend, if you choose to listen to my words right now, this will be a moment in your life that is defining that you will never forget. And it could be life-changing. Listen, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You're 18 years old, my friend. Nobody can tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you this, though. I'm willing to spend time with you. I want to hear what's on your heart. I want to hear what you're feeling. I want to hear what you're thinking. I want to hear what's troubling you. Non-judgmental. Dude, I get it. You don't know me. But I'll tell you this, Justin. I was in the hospital when I was 16 years old. I was in the hospital when I was 22 years old. My life didn't change until maybe the past 10 years. And I'll tell you what did change. I realized that everything in life wasn't my parents, wasn't my education, wasn't coaches, wasn't this, wasn't that breakup. I learned to look in the mirror and realize that I'm most of the issue. And as I started investing in me and getting to know who I am, I learned that I'm a man that lives with mental illness. I'm diagnosed with major depression, bipolar type 2, and post-traumatic stress. And I'll tell you, I'm the healthiest I've ever been, but simply because I've learned to do the work every day. There's nothing wrong with being a man that lives with mental illness. And I'm not even saying you are a man that lives with mental illness, but I do know that at 18 years old, not just you, but many 18-year-olds are struggling. Well, the unknown. You know, who am I? What am I going to do? You know, the physical, the hormonal, the psychological, the emotional. Then you add social media on top of all this and adulting. It's hard trying to figure it all out. Just I'm willing to invest in you. My heart to your heart. Why? In my conversation with your dad, in my conversation with people at the school and your friend, they speak very highly of you. And they know what you're capable of. And they all want the best. But nobody's been able to crack you. Justin, I've been doing my work for 26 years. I don't want to crack you. I don't want to fix you. I want to support you. And I want to come to you from a point of, Justin, I get it. But I'm going to tell you something, Justin. Everything that you might be thinking or feeling, or maybe you don't even know what you're thinking or feeling, a lot of this might not be your fault. I get it. But that doesn't change that it's not now your responsibility. What do I mean by that? Listen, I'm not saying something is your fault. You were the cause. This happened because of that. Regardless, life happens, situations happen, circumstances happen, but our responsibility, mine, yours, your dad's, yours, your mom's, your sister's, your friends, it's the same thing. You wake up, you get up, you dress up, and you show up every day. That's half the battle. But the problem is, Justin, many of us can't even do that right. We don't show up on time. We show up with a bad attitude. We show up with, our behavior. It's just, this sucks, that sucks. Well, this happened, that happened. I think when we show up, Justin, we brush our teeth, we wash our face, we do our dance, and we show up, and I'll tell you, 3 things matter in life. And it doesn't matter if you're smart or you're not that smart, if you went to college, if you didn't go to college, 3 things matter. Your attitude, your choices, and your behavior every day. That's it. Now, I think we sometimes are our worst enemy. Sometimes our attitude sucks. Well, why? I don't know. It could be anything. Maybe we look at ourselves, we're not as strong as other people, or we think maybe we're smarter than other people. I don't need, it could be one end or the other. It doesn't matter. But you know what? We are responsible for the destination in life. And I've learned at 47 years old, nothing changes if nothing changes. And if we, like I did, I pushed a lot of people away in my life. I lost a lot of people. A lot of people walked out. I get it. I've gone to every person, Justin, that I know that I've hurt. Remember this situation, that situation? I've written them, I've texted them, I've called them, I've visited them. And I told them, I said, listen, I realize that I'm a man that lives with mental illness and I want to apologize. And many people have forgiven me, Justin. Some haven't. And that's okay. But you know what? That's now their issue. That's not my issue. Justin, you can't change people, places, and things. But you know what you can change? You can choose to change yourself. And you're 18 years old. Ain't nobody can do it for you. You have to choose to want to make a change. You have to choose to want to make life better. And nothing changes if nothing changes. And so, Justin, I'm willing to invest in you because not just your people believe in you. I believe in you too, and I haven't even met you. Justin, I know you're upset and angry. At what, though, specifically? Your mom, your dad? Why? They're giving you shelter. They're putting a roof over your head. They're clothing. I know you're working too, giving you a car and insurance and cell phone and food. It's pretty good. Do you know why we're the hardest on our parents? Because unconditionally we know that they would never walk out on us. And so we take it out on them. What about our friends? Our friends are trying to figure out who they are too. And if they're not receiving the emotional deposits from friends that they give out themselves, hey, this relationship isn't worth it. And so we start to kind of separate ourselves. I don't know. Friendship, it's work. It's an investment. And you have to invest in others, and they'll invest in you. And on the other hand, Justin, some people come into our lives and they're just there to pick the fruit. Some people come into our lives and they're there to plant the seeds. But Justin, this is about you. I don't want to spend all this time talking because I don't want to lecture. I don't want to fix you. I want to be a trusted, significant adult for you that is willing to spend time to listen, to support you, to maybe help you with where are you, who are you, where are you going, and how are you going to get there. And Justin, while I'm there and I'm being transparent, I want to share with you my conversation with your dad. Listen, I know your dad drove you to the hospital and you're where you need to be right now. And you might be a little upset with your friend because you made a comment and they said something. Hey, they did the right thing, whether you think so or not, whether you're angry or not, whether you're mad or not. Your friends, I'm proud of them because they did what a real friend would do. They did this for you, not to you. And then you give them an option. The local law enforcement could have taken you, or your parents could have taken you, but one way or another, you were going. And your dad took you. I'm proud of your dad. That was a hard thing for your dad to do. So here we are now, and I said to your dad, I said, he's 18 years old. Maybe he's not being honest. Maybe he's not even investing in the care that he's getting with the doctors and the nurses, and he's just wasting time. I said, Dad, let's find out when he's getting out. And when he gets out, let's start working on his terms. And so, Justin, like I said to your dad, am willing to work on your terms, giving you the power. As long as we're doing the right thing, it's safe and it's healthy. If it's not, I said to your dad, whose car is it? Whose insurance? Whose phone? Who pays the bills? I said, Dad, we're going to take it away. And Justin, here's why. Sometimes we just don't get it. And if we don't get it, then we just keep going down the track, the road. The scenery never changes. And it's everyone else's fault. As a parent that loves you unconditionally and supports you and provides for you, your mom and dad have a responsibility to do the difficult right over the easy wrong. And I would validate that. Because if you don't see it on your own, then they have that responsibility to make you see it their way. And their way is not going to be, it's not going to be favorable. You're not going to be very happy. And then you have a choice. You're 18 years old. You are an adult. You can move out. And you can choose to do it your way. Justin, listen to me, my friend. I want you to stop. I want you to breathe. And I just want you to open your heart. I'm not asking you to change anything. I'm asking you to trust in your mom and dad. I'm asking you to work with them and me if you choose to. You don't have to. But I'm spending this time on this video and telling you that I want to invest in you. Because I care about you too. I don't know you, Justin. But I know about you. And I know that I've been where you are. We could talk more about that. I'm more than happy to answer any question you have. In the meantime, Justin, when you get out, I hope you choose to work with me. And I'm willing to work with you and your parents. I want to give you what you need. But there's some rules and there's some guidelines that we have to follow because that's the right thing. And at 18 years old, it's about time that we start understanding there's responsibilities and obligations that come before rights and privileges. That's for everybody. And at 18 years old, there's a time when we start thinking about my life is dependent upon my attitude, my choices, my behavior versus, well, my life is my parents tightened my diaper 2 years old, too tight when I was 2 years old, and I'm still suffering the consequences of that. Justin, listen, we got to move on. I know you like lifting weights. I know that you had a breakup maybe 2 years ago. My first girlfriend, 16 years old. And I remember when she broke up with me. Justin, you know how long the pain lasts? Probably forever, my friend. But I'll tell you something that I've learned. I think I learned this. I walked in on a friend who said to me, nobody cares about me. And I remember I looked at him in the eyes. I was in the Marine Corps and I said, I care about you. And he said, maybe you're the only one. As he looked at me in my eyes, I looked at him in his eyes. He took a 9mm, he pulled the trigger, and he ended his life. Some 26 years of therapy and counseling. I live with that thought. I live with the visualization of that moment every day. But Justin, I've come to learn that life does not happen to us. You're not a victim, my friend. Life happens for us. And this video, me to you right now, this is for you, Justin. I don't know if you're still listening. I hope you are. If you're not, there's nothing I can do. And Justin, I'll tell you this. If you're willing to invest in me as a significant, trusted adult in your life, come all in, my friend. And I promise you, I will change your life. It's up to you, Justin. It's up to you. You have a choice as I conclude this video, my message, my heart. You're sitting on a fence right now. Nothing to be ashamed of. And the choice is either you're going to go this way with me and your parents, or Justin, you're going to go this way. And if you go this way, you will someday look back at this moment and say, all I had to do was just listen. That's it.
Whenever your heart is broken,
It's up to you, Justin.
don't ever forget your
I care about you. I'm willing to invest
I
in
will
you.
find the light in your soul. I'll be there.
My phone number is 603 321
Believe in you in the darkness. Even when you're out of
5644.
focus.
My personal cell
I will
number.
be the light in your life.
I don't give it out to too many people.
I'll be a
Balls in your court, my friend. Boom.
Yes, I know that you'll do just